What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the TSF Entertainment channel. It's your boy Retro CG, and I'm joined tonight by my brother in arms, Mr. Juggernaut of Souls. What's up, brother?
What's good? What's good?
Ain't that much. We got a little firm biz to talk about tonight. A little bit of firm biz to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the picture, man, and wow.
So, have you heard about this $800,000 Nike heist in Memphis?
Me personally, man, yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it.
Dude, WTF. I mean, another day, another Nike robbery. I mean, this has been going on for quite some time. So for those of you who may or may not know, there's a second arm to the TSF Entertainment side, and that's the Soul Firm. The Soul Firm is a sneaker community related brand that has deep roots in Memphis, Tennessee. We spend a lot of time in Memphis, Tennessee, going to various sneaker shows, Sneak Fest, Sneaker Con. So we spent a lot of time back in 2015 to 2018. We spent a lot of time in Memphis doing various events for TSL. And this is something that's been going on for quite some time in Memphis. So this ain't the first lick that don't get hit up at Nike. So it's another day, another Nike robbery. I mean, what's going on with this organization? I mean, these type of things keep happening over and over again. So we're gonna take a little quick look at this story and break it down and talk about it. But I'm just trying to figure out, obviously, inside job. But I'm trying to figure out what is Nike doing about this situation to contain this, because Memphis is their largest distribution and a big hub. So, I mean, it's not uncommon that the distribution centers in Memphis get these sneakers months in advance. So they get these shoes like 3 months in advance prior to release date, because if you haven't paid attention, most of you guys who get your orders from Sneakers and Nike.com, check your packaging and see where it comes from. It comes from Memphis, Tennessee. So that's why they have such a large inventory on hand at all times. So, these trailers were stocked. Okay, first of all, you got to be inside this operation to understand what trailers on the yard have what shoes in them. And this is not something that you just walking up to a parking lot and helping yourself out to these trailers. I mean, they're secured and they should be under surveillance. So that's the first thing that comes to mind, is like, how the hell is this not under surveillance and you have security that's on these trailers 24/7? This product is on the yard. So how are you allowing people to come in and ransack this many trailers? And the crazy part about all this is, I was in Memphis when this happened. I just recently went to Memphis, and all this, I mean, it was a lot of shit that was unfolding last weekend in Memphis. I mean, it was a lot of different things that were happening in Memphis crime-wise. I mean, the crime rate is always bad in Memphis, but it seems to be getting worse. So the Memphis Police Department is in search for multiple suspects after close to $1 million worth of Nike products were stolen off of their trailers last week. I mean, we're talking about $800,000 worth of product that was stolen. According to Fox 13 Memphis, the crimes took place a little after midnight on Tuesday, September the 6th, at the company's distribution center located at Shelby Drive and Lamar Avenue. According to the police report, multiple thieves stole $800,000 worth of Nike sneakers and apparel across a total of 20 different trailers. This ain't 1 or 2 people hitting 20 trailers up. The alleged thieves were able to gain access to the trailers after they broke through several offenses containing the trailers. The Memphis Police Department told Fox 13 News that the sportswear company did have video surveillance cameras, but only in the front of the facility, and were not able to capture the scene of the crime. How convenient. Shown in a series of videos and photos that are circulating online, as you can see, we have one of the videos and we're showing it, what the yard looked like in the aftermath after the thieves came and ransacked and made away with $800,000 worth of sneakers. What are your thoughts, Juggernaut?
First off, let's just think about that number for a second. Take a deep thought.
They need to move to
that number. 800.
Bring that distribution center on here to Georgia. Bring it on here to ATL. We'll take care of it over here.
800,000. Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$800,000. Just think about that number. There had to be a multitude of people that was strategically planned, and just think about it. It had to be multiple getaway vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Because how else are you?
This ain't no multiple getaway vehicles. This is a U-Haul waiting out.
Right, exactly. It was something. It had to be something of huge magnitude. And then just looking at the boxes. Us being in the sneaker culture, we know what those boxes look like. Those are the actual shipping boxes that when they're shipped after being manufactured, those are the boxes that they're shipped in. So when those shoes coming from wherever they're coming from, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be truly honest. It had to be an inside job. 1, 2. I'm gonna also go out on a limb and say if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but maybe this is a way of making these shoes highly anticipated and limited, because the shoes that got out, the Cherry 11s and the chrome the metallic silver 6s,
the chrome 6s, the navy blue 4s. Yeah, I mean, they made off with a massive amount. We're not talking about a few sizes. They made off with a massive amount. 11s, 4s, and 6s. Some of them not even ready to release yet.
To the point where
a gang of them.
Right. To the point where StockX, GOAT, consignment shops, they not even accepting them. They like, nope, we don't want that. So I just think personally, those are the boxes I'm saying right there in hand. Like those boxes right there, those are the manufacturing boxes. So they basically take the shoe boxes, put them in those boxes, and ship them to the States. I don't know if those were the actual trailers that were actually coming from the port, and those were basically taken and brought to Memphis, or those shoes were actually those were the shoes that were actually going to maybe stores at some point, or they were ready. Those were shoes that was being, there and about to be checked into the hub and stored there until they needed to go wherever they needed to go throughout the States
or to shipment.
I do have I do have a friend who grew up in Memphis. He's same age as us. I do have a friend that grew up in Memphis. He said it was not uncommon for somebody to try to hit a Nike truck, train, or something year round. He grew up in Memphis.
Yeah.
And he stays up here now. He said it was a common thing. I mean, it wasn't to this big magnitude, but he said it was mostly a common thing.
I mean, let's just be honest. Nike is a $1 billion corporation. And so, we look at that as a large hit. Nike may look at that as, I'm sure the product was probably insured or whatever the case may be. I'm sure they're probably scrambling to get distribution to get some of these shoes to make the release date. Most likely, we're going to get pushed back on these release dates or whatever the case may be. That's fine, whatever. But my whole thing is, this situation needs to be contained because, like I said, this has been going on for quite some time. These boys in Memphis been hitting these trailers long before now. Usually when there's a highly anticipated release that's coming out, these boys gonna get their hands on these shoes and they're gonna be selling them. They're gonna bring them to the sneaker shows. They're gonna bring them to the consignment shops. They're gonna sell them on GOAT. They're gonna sell them on StockX, Stadium Goods. They all gonna have it. But the fact that the reseller chains have made a stance, which, I'm kind of proud of them for that, to say that, hey, we're not pushing this inventory. But my question is, why haven't y'all started before now questioning where all these early releases are coming from? I mean, you can go to StockX at any given point in time. Shoes that are not supposed to be scheduled to release for months, they're selling them already. Like, why haven't y'all been asking this question? Where do y'all getting these shoes from where y'all selling them months in advance? I mean, a pair or two, I can see somebody getting their hands on an early cop, but multiple pairs, multiple size ones is ridiculous. Some of this stuff was set to go to some of these chain stores, apparel. I mean, all this stuff. These boys are hitting a lick off of stolen goods and they're selling it for 3 times the amount online, and we the dummies that are paying for it. I mean, how many kicks were actually taken? How many people were involved? I mean, this got to be involved with management. This has got to be involved with logistics. I mean, somebody had to drop a dime on what 22 trailers held these inventory. I mean, you just think about the amount of time that it took to pull off a coup like this. Why isn't the parking lot being surveyed? I've worked for businesses that don't even sell a product that has 24-hour patrol in the parking lots. In a shipping yard should have a 24-hour yard dog out there that's moving the trailers around as they're coming in and backing it up to the dock doors and things like that. There should be someone there on that facility 24/7 watching this merchandise. This kind of money sitting out there in a yard on trailers? Come on, yo. Make it make sense. It's crazy.
Yeah. This is wild.
It's wild.
This is wild, man.
I mean,
this is crazy. I mean, everybody's talking about it, and I mean, you know, it's just the fact of people, you know. I mean, you take the stuff, and it's like now, you know, you got to pretty much sell it on pennies on the dollar because nobody wants it. Like, you stole all this stuff, and it's like it's kryptonite now, man. Like nobody's touching it.
It may be that case for online sales, like, but I guarantee you they're pushing them in the streets. Memphis Police Department is probably working overtime. In addition to all the crimes that have happened that week.
No doubt.
I mean, you got the jogger, Eliza Fletcher. She was found last Monday. That was a big case that they were trying to figure out what was going on with that. They found the suspect. Then you had the guy that was just going into random businesses, opening fire on people. So Memphis Police Department, shouts out to them. I got a close friend that works inside the Memphis Police Department, so I need to check on him and make sure he's straight. I know he's working overtime. I know they probably shaking houses down. They probably, posted up anywhere where there's local sneaker shops, because there's quite a few. Go down to Wolf Chase Galleria, Oak Court. They have all of the different consignment stores that are in there. I guarantee you that some of these consignment stores are probably being watched right now to see if some of this product and inventory is there. Most likely, these 22 people the people that were involved with this is probably pushing the product out on the streets, and people are buying it. So, StockX and Gold, they may be scared too, but it ain't gonna stop these boys from moving the inventory.
I've seen, like, we here in Illinois. I'm here in Illinois. I've seen 3 pairs of the Cherry 11s already. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was got off from work, making my runs, trying to get to grab the rest of these fire red 3s that I need to grab for the fam. So shout out to the fam. I got everybody. Hey, y'all straight, you good. But man, yeah, I seen 3 pairs of Cherry 11s already. I mean, I'm like, oh, there we go. There we go.
and this could, and I'm sure it probably is, going to draw
I'm sure it's going to be a matter of time before they touch down.
I'm sure it's going to draw attention from the FBI, because don't think for 1 minute that these shoes are just being sold in Memphis. I guarantee they're going to make their way to ATL. They're going to make their way to Nashville. They're going to make their way to Arkansas. They're going to make their way to Mississippi. They're going to make their way to Texas. They're going to make their way to Illinois. All the nearby neighboring states and consignment stores and stuff, they're buying them up. So, I mean, there's no one focal point they can concentrate their search and investigation on, because these shoes are out of state by now. A majority of them anyway is probably out of state, being sold other places. So it wouldn't surprise me if I hit some of my local consignment stores up, or reseller stores up and spots up, and they're sitting on shelves right now. I guarantee I go down to Memory Lane. I'll go down to any of these sneaker stores here local in Alabama and Georgia. I guarantee you that they might have them. Now, I'm not saying that they're involved in the crime.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out a couple of them.
But what I'm saying is they're probably making their way around. They're probably out of state by now.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out a couple on Monday. I'm off on Monday, so most definitely I'm gonna go shoot to a couple of consignment stores and actually see if they're, kind of lurking around and see what happens.
So unfortunately, it probably means that some of the stores will have less stock when it's time for them to release. If they don't push the release date back, I'm sure Nike is probably trying to do damage control right now and try to figure out how they're going to salvage this situation. But we know that we, the consumers, are going to get hit the most, and we're going to be the ones that are going to be most affected by it, because Nike is going to have to recoup this $800,000 and get it back out here in the street. So, we just wanted to do a little quick firm biz on this and drop some information out here about this. We'll keep you guys posted on this as we get new developments, as we find out more information about this. We'll bring it to you guys, and drop y'all comments down here. Let's talk about this, because, we're real deep into the sneaker culture. And so we're going to follow this case a little closely and try to figure out what the hell's going on with this. And of course, we'll keep you posted. Me and Juggernaut are going to hit our local stores up, and we're going to find out if some of our local stores got any of these sneaks. Of course, we'll get you video and pictures, and we'll drop it out here on the gram and on YouTube, and let you guys know when we come up with some updates. Juggernaut, any final thoughts for you, brother?
No, man. I mean, I guess we'll see what these releases look like, but I'm almost willing to bet that these 6s, these 4s, and these 11s, the demand is going to be stupid. Well, this demand for 4s and 11s already is crazy. But the demand for these things, when they release and all these stores start canceling releases and everything like that, is going to push that anticipation. I got to get my pair. And God, you talking about Jordan 11? That's a Christmas season special every year. So you got families take their Christmas pictures in it. You got families with the Christmas tradition of always having a Jordan 11. That demand is gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, but you know what? To be quite honest with you, I was going to sit on those 11s. Not really too. I wasn't really too thrilled about the 11s or the 4s. The 6s, because I have the Chrome 6s, the low tops. So the Chrome 6s, I was kind of more so looking forward to that release. The Navy 4s, I could have done without, and the 11s, I could have done without. But of course, you're absolutely right. There's going to be so much hype, especially now around those shoes. People are going to be people who probably didn't want the shoe initially are probably going to want it now just because of the story that comes with the shoe or whatever. Right. Everybody is going to say, I got one of those stolen pairs or whatever case. You know how the hype is. So everybody's going to want one of those 11s. So I don't know if this is a marketing. You know what? I'm not even going to take it there. I always have my conspiracy theories or whatever and look at things as a bigger picture. But I think this is exactly what it was. An inside job. They hit these trailers, and part of the people that helped facilitate the robbery are probably some of the people that are out here selling it. Yeah. And, the job market is crazy right now. The resale market is crazy right now. Everybody trying to figure out a way to get a quick dollar, and everybody know that they can flip these shoes quick, fast, in a hurry, and turn a profit real quick. So this ain't doing them but building up anticipation and hype over shoes that probably weren't going to even sell, because let's just be honest, the last few releases, they've been sitting. I'm surprised the Citrus 7 sit. I'm really very surprised. That shoe hadn't been out in a while, so I can't believe that shoe sat. But, a lot of these 5s have been sitting. These 3s, a lot of this stuff has been sitting. So is this a attempt to try to not have to buy the shoe and possibly sit on this inventory and not make your money back as fast as you want to, because this stuff is not selling out the way it used to, the way it is? People are hitting on the sneakers app. People are hitting on Foot Locker, Hibbett Sports. So people are actually gaining their wins But at the same time, it's hitting the resellers real hard now because they're not being able to triple and quadruple resell these shoes right now. So you know what? Let's steal them and get them for free and sell them for whatever we can sell them for and make our profit that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
because right now it's straight up. I mean, truth be told, straight up right now. If you're watching this video, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you're into sneakers, buy now. I mean, like, I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 with you. This is the opportunity where you say it's a buyer's market.
exactly.
Buy it. You know what I'm saying? Don't second guess it. Buy it. I don't know what you want. I don't know what your financial situation look like or anything like that. But I know the Soul Firm family, the friends and family that I have, we are blessed to go through a pandemic, go through the current times of inflation and everything, and still be able to copy these sneakers. So we know it's a buyer's market. So
That's
anytime
right.
you see something, man, 200 below market value, yeah, we all over that because it's a shoe we want. We're not gonna sit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sleep on that price. That price $200 low, or that price is $100 lower, or whatever. We're all over that. You know what I'm saying? So if you into the sneaker culture and you into these shoes, look at that shoe that you looked at that you might have said, nah, you know what, them a little bit out of my, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna touch that. And everybody had a ceiling. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their ceiling. Some people got a $5,000 ceiling. Some people got a $650 ceiling. Some people got a $1,500 ceiling.
Right.
When you look at it, it's right now, it's a buyer's market. So whatever you looking at, compare that number to the month number. If you looked at that shoe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I can almost guarantee you that shoe is $50 to $100 less than what it was 6 months ago.
You think so?
I would think so, yeah. Because I've seen plenty of shoes that I'm looking at right now. And I'm like, oh wow, like them went down like $50. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm kind of playing the gamble and seeing if it go down a little bit more, you know, because now it's one of them situations where you kind of guessing, pull the trigger now or wait, because this might be a person who are hard on their luck right now. So they got to get it going. Throw them bids out there, y'all. Don't be quick to buy. Throw them bids out there and give these people a day or 2, 3 days, whatever. I give people like 3 days on go put a bid in. Most cases they gonna hit. So it's a buyer's market now, man. I would just stay away from these 11s right now, these 6s right now, these 4s. I would stay away from them right now because one thing for certain and 2 things for sure, posting this stuff on social media that you have it's a red flag, and y'all already know the feds watch when they want to watch, and when they watch, they might get you and you just bought a pair off somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. Now you sitting in there being interrogated on how you got the pair. So I would stay away from the law for the sake of law. Forget the sneaker culture for the sake of law and the sake of being, you know, I would just stay away.
For this to be over almost $1 million worth of
$1 million, right? $1 million.
Nike is awfully quiet about this whole situation. Like,
yeah, they had like 3 or 4 jumbo rider trucks out there.
Man, what you talking about? They drove off of one of them trailers.
somebody had their CDL around there, man.
For real. I mean, I can't see how they didn't pull this off without forklift support. I can't see how they just got in the back of these trailers and moved pallets around and ransacked pallets. I mean, you got to think about the material handling side of this. I mean, you're not just going to walk up to a trailer and climb up in the back of a trailer in the middle of the night with no light, with no forklift, no pallet jack, and move pallets around. They say, oh, no, this is a pallet of Jordans. No, this is a pallet of Vapor Max. Oh, this is a pair of Air Maxes. Like this is why I lean more towards it's an inside thing
Yeah,
because
because I mean, if you look at the pictures, look at the video and see how the miscellaneous stuff is thrown about the ground.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And one thing you also see in the video or don't see in the video, no empty pallets, no broken pallets, just the boxes thrown apart. So they knew exactly what trailers had what on it. And they, like you said, they threw the miscellaneous stuff out and snatched up and grabbed up what they want. Why isn't this stuff shrink wrapped? Why isn't it banded? For a person who works in the industry where you know how things are shipped and packaging, these are not just shoe boxes sitting on the back of a trailer. They're on a pallet. They're in boxes inside of a pallet. The pallet itself is probably shrink wrapped and banded. So I mean, you're talking about a lot of work to get into this trailer and get access.
And not to mention, they look like they front to back stacked deep.
Yep.
So it's not like you could have just opened the door per se and just climbed up in there and said, okay, this is what we're looking for. Like,
or you know what you were looking for. Look how many trailers out there in that yard. There's about 15 trailers. Well, actually, no, they said 22 was ransacked. So you're probably talking about 30 to 40 trailers that are sitting out there on this yard right now.
Right.
And look at the ones that were unopened. Look at the ones that were unopened. They just skipped past 3 to go to 1. Like, don't make sense. Make it make sense. If I was going to be a robbery, I'm going to open up all the trailers and see what's on the back of all of them. But it almost looks like they knew specifically which ones to go to.
All jokes aside on this one, even though I feel like it was an inside job, if it was an inside job, thank y'all for not touching the lost and found ones and the Chicago 2s. Thank you. I have not seen those in bulk and boxes all over the internet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am glad because those are 2 shoes that I must have this year. And I'm actually hearing that it's probably about them Jordan 1s, they up in as far as numbers produced. They are not limited.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna be easy to get, y'all, but do your due diligence and hit these streets, keep your ear to the ground. Check your local stores, make sure y'all doing your toy drives and all that other good stuff, man. And get to know y'all local store, your store associates, your Foot Locker.
So there's another side of this that we're probably undoubtedly going to get affected by in the long run. So why everybody's sitting out here thinking that, it ain't going to be no repercussions involved for us, the consumer. It's called cost of goods sold. So you got to think about it. We all complaining about the increase in dunk prices. We all talking about the increase in Jordan 1 prices, and the retail is going up year after year. What do you think an incident like this is going to happen? It's going to drive the cost up. So
security.
Everything's going up there. Apparel is going to go up. The socks are going to go up. The shoes are going to go up because they got to recoup these costs.
They got to recoup the costs. They gonna quote on maybe even say, hey, we had to rebuild our infrastructure as far as security. Getting the proper security, hiring more security, firing security that may have had something to do with this. We gonna pay for it. It might be $5, it might be $10, but the consumer gonna pay for it.
Facts. All right, guys. Well, we're about to wrap this up. We just want to do a little quick video, talk to y'all about what this has been on our mind. We're going to give y'all some more sneaker-related content out here on the TSF Entertainment channel. Just stay tuned for that. How'd you do on the Fire Red 3s today, Juggernaut of Soul? You did good on the Fire Red 3s today, so we appreciate you coming through for us on that, taking care of the fam out there. Hopefully we'll have some content to talk to you about these pairs this week. Join us back here tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. We're going to talk about Raising Canaan, Season 2, Episode 5. So we'll be out here at 4:30 Eastern Time tomorrow. Talk about that. And we're just working on a lot of different content for the channel. So stay tuned. We appreciate those who support the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video out. And drop your comments down there. We love to talk to you about what y'all thoughts are about this Nike heist in Memphis. Join us back here tomorrow.
We out.